for myself, yeah, I think collectively what we're trying to do, rather than just empower the next generation, we're evolving as human beings and understanding that these things are of value and can help us. And I've seen countless things come about in my life that have led me to think this is something that I need to be involved in to be able to help other people, kids as well as adults, because it's communicating. If we can't communicate, we can't really get along, and that's the stem of so many of our problems in society and just general. And so to bring mindfulness into the picture and utilize it to its fullest, to teach it, to allow it in more and more, there's just so much upside to the whole thing. And to be able to do this for ourselves and our kids is just so tremendous.
And to expand on Wade, because I did say that there was something I resonated with Wade as well, and that's the communication. I'm really big on communication, and it's it's one of the areas that I think we really need to talk about a lot more as well. And that's not just communicating, but the way we communicate with people. And communicate on a level where we do take responsibility for our actions and for the way that we are engaging with people. Because it's really easy to say, well, you did this and you did that, and I'm communicating with you because I'm telling you how you have ruined my life. That's not the type of communicating that we're talking about. We're talking about like empathetical communication here. We're talking about the cause and effect. Wherever you are in your relationship, you are there because of a cause and effect. Something happened to you and you reacted to it, and therefore the effect of the way you reacted is where you are now, as well as the combination of how the other person reacted as well. So to step back and to take ownership for that part of the relationship that you have in the conversation opens up a whole other world where you give the other person permission to be like, yeah, you're right. The way I reacted may have not exactly been the best. So that, I do believe, is something that we can talk about a little bit more in detail, where I can process a way to articulate that in a more clear way, because that is huge. There's a lot of miscommunication being going on within families, within relationships, between parent and child, between parent and parent, spouse and spouse, partners, siblings and siblings, and that lack of that miscommunication has ultimately been a determining factor and a participating factor in a lot of broken relationships. So I definitely agree with Wade that communication is huge on that.
I was just going to add to what you had said about that. I think there's just therapeutic value, not only for other people to hear it, but for themselves to actually speak the words and to share what's inside and get it out, because without getting it out, it just stays bottled up in a place where it doesn't get dealt with or exposed, and when it's in a safe space, it's just a win-win deal.
I agree, absolutely. When you hold in those feelings and those, it turns into energy and it gets stored in our bodies, and it can ultimately cause a lot of illnesses and ailments in our body if we don't take the power back and release that energy through our feelings and through sharing. I definitely agree with you on that. It is extremely therapeutic. It's very easy to just hold it all in and then get lost in your mind, and then all of that energy just gets dispersed and stored in your body. and you find yourself in a very dark place, in a very ugly place, and I've been there, and I definitely don't ever want to go back there. So yeah, once you learn how to get good at feeling and really learn why we have these feelings, and that these feelings are here to be felt until we no longer require to feel them, and just release all that energy out, life is so much more interesting and better, and you grow. I'm not saying that it's all happy day and roses and sunshines. I'm not saying that, because there are definitely other forms of feelings than being happy and excited and joy. There's also frustration and struggles and fear and anger, and these are all feelings that need to be felt as well and need to be released. Unfortunately, we're taught to, we're supposed to be happy. We're supposed to be, what's your problem, Leanne? What's your problem? Why are you so mad? Why are you so frustrated? Oh, I don't have a problem. I'm happy. I'm always happy. But you gotta feel those feelings. You gotta get good at feeling those feelings, and just allow yourself to feel them. Give yourself permission to feel them, to stand in that feeling and allow it to release. It's there for a reason. And so, yeah, I definitely agree. This is a beautiful, safe space to do that. You're frustrated, you want to vent, come on. Let's do it together. We'll stand with you. We'll stand by you and help create that space for you.
It's like the 2 scoops of Raisin Bran cereal years ago. You get 1 scoop when you can share it with the group, and the other scoop is when you can meditate and release, like when Isabel and I talked about angry air. Just release that through meditation and through breathing all those feelings out. It might not have to be verbally doing it, but you're getting it out of you, and that's just be able to get your double workout in for the day. Yeah.
Exactly.